Hey, this is one of my best topics. How connected are you with your kids? How much time do you spend with them? Do you even spend time with them at all? You might be thinking providing food, clothes, shelter, toys, even TV subscription is enough. Your kid needs just more than that. I would like you to stay to the end of this video and have a checklist for yourself. Welcome to another interesting topic of Real Talk for Real. My name is Chichi. Many people have kids just to keep their name going, just to keep their lineage. More especially the men. Oops, did I say the men? Yes, the men. Most men say, I don't born boy, I don't born girl, so I'm not worried. And you don't even pay attention to the kids you have. You don't even know the name of your child's doctor. You don't even know the name of your child's class teacher. Even the class where your child walks into every day, you don't even know. Even the parents' meeting, you don't even attend. There is this observation of mine that I had, whereby a parents' meeting invitation is submitted, is sent to you, and at the end of the day, you don't even attend. I've been to parents' meeting, to my child's parents' meeting, where in a class where there are 25 kids, and when I attend this parents' meeting, I understand that I come to see only 2 men and just mothers. Where are the men? When we talk about parenting, is it all about the women? Can't the women take a break and the men do the things? Like, I get really, really disappointed. One thing you have to know is that the role of a father and a mother is very, very important in a child's life. If your child misses it from you, they've missed the most important part of their life. Many parents prefer to give electronic devices like phones, computer tablets to their kids for distraction. I'm not saying those things are bad, but many parents don't control it, but abuse it. When have you been able to set your phone aside, drop every other thing, and spend quality time with your child? More especially for the not-working mothers that usually stay at home. You stay 24 hours to 24 hours on the phone. You gossip you gossip all the gossip in the whole world, from east, west, north, and south. You know the story of everybody that lives in your region. And you forget yourself and don't pay a single attention to your child. Your child comes back home from school and all you just do is jump into the kitchen, prepare lunch for them and give to them. Yes, they are hungry, but they need just more than that. They need somebody to ask them, how are you? How is school? Why are you frowning? What happened to you? They have their own daily challenges at school or wherever. You don't even know generally what is wrong with your child, or even at school, more especially if they fought with somebody, or if they even got a warning letter from school and things like that. I tell you, definitely, when you ask questions like that, when you interact with your child, definitely they will get talking. How many times have you sat on the sofa in the weekend with your kids and select a movie, watch together? Even time out on the playground. Even the child's birthday. I know many of our African men. Oh, it's a pity. Your child has birthday and all you can do is you bring the gift and, okay, hey, Junior, now you're a big boy, eh? You are a grown-up boy now, eh? You'll be hitting the child on his head. You're a grown-up boy, eh? Be a good boy, eh? This is for you, eh? As if you've done one big thing for this child. Hello? Come on. Where is the why can't you create something special for him? You don't have to call this big party and all that, but spend a special time with this child. You know, or when have you been able to set out a holiday plan for you and your child? or for your family. Okay, if the mother is not there, I understand relationship-wise. But holiday, men, with your children, it's very, very important. You must not be, the mother must not be there, for crying out loud. Where is the time you spend with your child? There are lots and lots of side attraction you will take your child to that will linger in their heart for a very long time. Have you, even if you're this kind of parent, if you're this type that takes your children out, have you noticed that when you take your child out on a drive or you guys are going out somewhere and this child pops out with conversation, do you know what that child is trying to do? Is creating this getting to know you, getting to be close, you know, and the child like to interact. Like, what I'm trying to say is bring your children close. Like, this is very, very important, because a father and mother communication with a child it begins from childhood, and it takes a process. It takes you a long way. This conversation with your child will follow both of you till that child becomes an adult. Man, do you know, I envy, I will tell you, like most of my friends will tell me, Chichi, you don't get picking at all. My daughter and the dad, when they want to start conversation here, if they are talking on the phone, my daughter actually take the house phone into her bedroom. If you see where they discuss, I'm like, what is going on? Like, you know, I enjoy it. You know, it makes me feel the father of my child is not doing any good for me talking to my child. Men, you have to know that when your child is having a conversation or having this closeness with a dad, you're not doing the mother any good. It is for your own good. Trust me. It is for your own good to have this bond with your child. You know, imagine this is how it's going to continue. Imagine how long this is going to continue. I tell you, it's the most beautiful thing you can ever do for yourself. But please, don't get me wrong when I say bring your child close. Yes, bring your child close, but don't forget to create the boundary, because children will always be children. There is this too much familiarities you create between you and your child, and this child will kind of want to cross the line, like disrespect you. They like to test you and want to cross the line. Children are very, very curious about everything. Experiment, they like to cross boundaries, they like to go extra mile. But it's your job as a parent to make them recognize the line that, hey, I am your mom, I am not your best friend. Because if you don't make them recognize the line, they might start to understand. They will not be able to differentiate the difference between their mom, their parents, their dad, and their friend. They think the way they talk to their friends out there is the same way they'll talk to you. So it is your job to really guide them. But nevertheless, make sure that this child don't get afraid of communicating with you, because if they lack this connectivity between you and them, don't forget that child is growing and keep growing, and that child continue to live his or her life that way and loses this sense of belonging he or she is supposed to get in the home, and that child is getting that sense of belonging out there. My dear, that is dangerous. Don't forget there is, I would say, from my own understanding, in Germany here, for example, you have the right, you have the time from when your child is born to 13 years. There are certain things this child starts to decide for himself or herself. So from that time that child was born to that stage, what have you been able to do for this past 13 years? Have you thrown your child away? That this child is having sense of belonging out there to someone else? Or haven't you heard or seen a scenario whereby a child goes to a particular person and this person or stranger start to take an advantage of the loneliness in this child's life? This child will never tell you anything because because this child already have lost the sense of belonging from home, does not have this time of freedom to speak to the parents when they have challenges. And a stranger start to take care of a child. This stranger start to sweet talk your child, or the stranger start to shower gift to them, start to tell them, I will be there for you, I'm the best for you. And this child grows up this way and believe in only this person. This child will never tell this parent, his parent or her parent, what is going on. And God help you, before you find out, it might be too late. Something, somehow has gone wrong before alarm will be blown. Give your child the sense of belonging, because sense of belonging begins from home. And make sure that time that child is growing, that you are able to take control of that child, that you are able to create this friendship between, you'll be able to create this bond between you and your child. I know most of our parents, our African parents, your child will ask a question like this. What will ask a question, and the next thing they will follow the child with slap. Pa, pa, pa. What happens to explaining? What happens to explanation? Because you beat this child and the next day the child have a question or have something and this child is afraid. You know, I see a lot of parents, your child will ask you a question, the next thing you follow up with the child with bad words. Shut up your mouth, get into your room, get out of my face, idiot, cow, mumu, you be mumu. I hate that word. You know, I see some people, I don't expect this thing, they pray for other people's children and they call their own children mumu. Are you okay? Like, for real? Are you serious? You know, haven't you seen a situation whereby, like, all those people with higher professions, as big as they are adults, but they still have, there is this connection between them and their parents. Parents are still able to come to them, talk to them, and things like that. I'm not trying to say parents who manipulate their children or decide for their children. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, think of when you're getting old. Because as that child grows and you are getting old, because it's like this. Something is going higher and something is coming down. So your child is growing and you are getting old. And that is where loneliness is the only companion. And trust me, when you are getting old, there are certain set of people who are still interested in seeing you again. And those people, your brothers, our family relatives, your brothers, your sisters, your brothers and your brother and sister, maybe you guys might look forward to seeing each other or see each other or visit each other once a year, or people might not see each other for like 2 years or 3 years. But there are this particular set of people too who want to see you, who are looking forward to see you all the time. And these people are nobody but your kid. You know, they're looking forward to spend time with mama, to spend time with papa. But if the connection were not there from the beginning, because maybe your child has gotten sense of belonging somewhere, and this sense of belonging, the one that reshapes their life to the level that not mama, not papa can tell me what to do. I have my freedom. You know, then you know you lost it. And when you know that your child has overgrown, because later you see your baby girl or your baby boy overgrown to a certain state that you have lost control, it's not time to start, I will beat you, you want to correct them on something. That's not the time at all, because that child has grown. Like in Germany here, your child gets to 13 years, 14 years, and you tell that child you want to beat her. Okay, maybe both of you will start to set blows. You know, and this actually happened in Nigeria. I see a lot of people setting blows with their parents, fighting. They say, oh, this person and this person and the mom, or this person and the dad, they are fighting. This is actually the same problem, because you were not there for this child from childhood. So this child has grown to a certain age whereby not mama, not papa can decide for me. This is the time this child has to speak for himself. So at this time you see your child doing something bad, that this child has grown to a certain stage, all you have to do is to correct with love. talk in a calm manner. It's not time, even if because the way you used to be before is not the way you be. You find out that your 13-year-old child or your 14-year-old child has overgrown, has become, But while the children are growing, let them grow with respect. Let them grow with love from parents. Let them grow with sense of belonging. Because if your child have a sense of belonging at home, trust me, it is difficult for your child to lose it. Trust me, I'm telling you this, it's difficult. Your child will always listen to you. Your child will always know that, okay, I can be corrected. But when that child loses it and didn't get anything from you, trust me, and except if you're this lucky one that your child is naturally disciplined, but if your child is not, trust me, that sense of belonging they get out there is the wrong one. I've seen a lot of children whereby, there are a lot of children that you see them, they smoke today. It's not, they didn't just decide to smoke, but because the only people that give them sense of belonging are a group of people that smokes. They come into this group of people that is either bad gangs, bad influence. They start to take drugs and all that. How does this start? It starts by maybe they didn't get a sense of belonging at home, and then they go out there and see a group of people who smoke, or people who do some kind of funny things and all that. And another thing I want to say again is there are a lot of adults today who didn't get this adolescence education, who were not educated about their adolescent stage. Your child, you didn't even teach your child what is sex education, or how to shave their beards. A lot of people, their parents didn't teach them that. Or even the girls, their menstruation. Your child is menstruating and she sees it like a big deal and is like, oh, I don't die. How blood? Use the rush. Hey, I don't die. My mama will kill me today. My papa will kill me today. If that child had a sense of belonging, you were the first person to know. That child really missed a lot of things. You as a parent, you didn't teach him or her. And this is really, really not fair. Your child is the only thing you have. And if you waste your time looking somewhere else, while you abandon your responsibility to take care of your child, trust me, your child will grow one day and you will have your sorry self to blame. And then we'll start to hear, yeah, it's your mother that is influencing you that you don't come too close to me. Or some people will be advising your child, make sure that they go close to our papa now. Anyway, a word is enough for the wise. Dear sir, dear ma'am, dear legal guardians, do you find distance between you and your child? Do you feel, okay, I'm sorry, I wish I can turn back the hands of time? You think it's late? I will tell you no. Take a bold step today and go make things right between you and your child. Don't forget, this is Real Talk for Real. I'm not here to condemn you, but I'm only sharing with love. For more interesting topic, follow me up on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe. See you again. Bye.